Okay, thank you. Farazi, International, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. I can hear you.
Okay, okay, good. Thanks, man.
This one that is this call is being recorded means you are using iPhone from 15 Pro Max top. I mean, it's normal.
I want so that when people who miss it may not just ask us that. Oh, come, let me adjust my microphone. Mic. I want to believe everyone is fine, though. So that they are not troubles of life are not chasing anybody. Welcome, everyone. Sorry, just trying to adjust the microphone so I can get a better feed for everyone. Okay, so I just like to please interrupt me if you don't understand something, then I can always go back and explain. I'm also projecting my phone screen so that if I have to show something, I'll just show it on my phone as well. So welcome everyone again. So generally, I just go straight to. So for this couple of days, I've been playing around, or for some time now, I've been playing around with the investment landscape in Ghana, and I've observed quite an interesting growth. So that's what I've been sharing, and a couple of people seems to be interested. So I just thought, why not just post a session and share what I know, and then anyone who wants to take advantage as well can do the same. So I think most of you are already comfortable with the stock market. Please, if you are comfortable with the stock market, just uh, if you are not, raise your hands up. Just give me a hands up so that if I don't have to bother talking about the stock market in general, so that doesn't bother a lot of people. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. All right, then I can just touch base on that quickly. Sorry, those who we may be boring with that. But generally, like we all know, every jurisdiction or every nation or every country that is well advanced enough has set up a stock market, and the stock market is literally a place that big corporations goes to raise money. So companies that are big enough has a proven financial records, they go to raise money, and so by raising money they try to sell a piece of their company. What does that mean? That means that the company that has gone IPO will now begin to sell its shares on the stock market. And when they do that, when a company is selling a piece of its shares on the stock market, it means that an individual like you, like myself, can buy a piece of that company. And so, like most of you know, anytime a company is selling shares, it does that on the stock market. And so for Ghana, the stock market is called the Ghana Stock Exchange, right? And so those of you who have already are familiar, you know the Ghana Stock Exchange. So literally it's a marketplace where a company sells a piece of itself so that you as an investor can buy. And also for context, say for instance, MTN went IPO in the year 2018, right? So they started selling their shares in 2018. Some other ones went earlier than that. And also Atlantic Lithium recently went in the late 2000s. So, and I think Casapreco may go IPO also in the end of this year. I think I also just read that Ghana Re may also list, and I think the finance minister also said that NIB may also list on the stock market, right? So more companies are coming to list on the stock market. It's a good place for them to raise money from the public. Now, so you as an individual then can take advantage to buy shares on this company. But also, we also need to know that when we talk about shares, we are talking about a very long-term investment, right? And when I say long-term, we are talking about 5 years, 10 years, 20 years. Remember, some of us, I think I bought my first finance share 2002, and I bought my first agricultural development bank my first Agava Rural Bank share. There's a rural bank in Dabalako Agava Rural Bank. I think I bought the first shares 1999. and I've kept it up until this point. So you can see how long a plan is if you want to take advantage of the stock market. So how do you take advantage of the stock market? Primarily, you will find a broker. We call them stockbrokers. A stockbroker literally is the person or the institution that has a license to help you buy shares on the stock market. No individual is able to buy stock by themselves. I'll take that again. No individual is able to buy stock by themselves. You are not, and you cannot do that yourself. You need to find a broker. So in Ghana, there are so many brokers, but you have to make sure that you find a licensed broker. I take that again. Whatever broker you find, the broker must be licensed. So there are so many brokers. How do you find one? You can go to the Ghana Stock Exchange website. I'm pulling that up a bit. So if you want to buy shares, you need to find a broker. Let me just see. Okay. So you need to find a broker. You have my screen at the side, so you can refer to my screen all the time. So you go to the Ghana Stock Exchange website, and there's a section called Licensed Dealing Members. So those are, so this is the list of brokers that you can find in Ghana that are licensed. So if you want to buy shares, you can deal with any of these brokers you see at the left side of the screen. Any of these brokers, you can use any of them. These brokers, any of them, you can use them. But then again, ideally, you would have walked to their office, okay? You go to the broker's office to help you buy shares. But some of these brokers have built mobile apps so that instead of you having to walk to their office, you can just use their app instead of having to walk to their offices, right? So the one that has a mobile app that I have used, there are two of them. One is called IC Securities. And so the app is called IC Wealth. So if you ask me, how do you get started to invest in shares or to buy shares? Then it's as easy as downloading this app. And when you download this app, what that means is that you have indirectly associated yourself with that broker. So the point is that once you download the IC Wealth app, which I'll show you, most people ask me to. Okay, so you go to either your Android store or whichever store you have on your phone. I'm sure you have it. It's called IC Wealth. Okay, so that's it. So that's what you have on my side screen, IC Wealth. And when you download the IC Wealth, what that means is that you have chosen this broker, this stock broker, to buy shares for you. Please, I hope, is there any question up and to the point of downloading the app? Please, if you have any question, feel free and just ask. So when you download the IC Wealth app or any other app of a broker, what that means is that you have chosen to use this stockbroker to do your investment or to buy shares. That's what it means. Immediately you download the IC Wealth. Now, when you download the application, I should be sure everyone is okay now. When you download the application, what does that mean? You literally would register like the normal registration where you upload your information about your Ghana card, your bank account, and your email, and those passwords and all those things. You do them. But once you are done with all those information, you will now have access to use the application. Now, when you download the app and you register, first of all, you'll be available on you come to a place they call dashboard, where I am right now. Now, the dashboard shows you everything you have invested in the company so far. But I like to just take you to two main things here. So the starting point again is to download the IC Wealth. So those of you who want to engage, you can download the IC Wealth. IC Wealth. When you go to the store, you just download IC Wealth and then you have access to it, right? So you download the IC Wealth. Now, once the IC Wealth is downloaded, you go through the registration process. You go through the registration and then your app will be ready. Once your application is ready, this is what you see. This is what you see. You have this screen. You have trade life and liquidity. Now, let me take you through a step. The first important thing I want to talk about is the liquidity. Now, the liquidity, as far as IC Wealth is concerned, is a mutual fund. And when we say mutual fund, those of us who already know, literally means that a group of people are bringing money together and handing over to a fund manager for the fund manager to manage it for them. And then once the fund manager manages it, whatever returns the fund manager gets, it's shared back to the shareholders or the investors in that mutual fund. Now, IC Securities makes it easy for you to participate in their mutual fund. And then once you just invest, you click the invest and load the money, your money starts being invested after 3 days. So I put the money in today, Monday, by Wednesday, Thursday, the money has started rolling already. And then you start seeing your proceeds showing in your account in real time. So where the asterisk is showing at the top here, your money progress will be showing there for you to see. Now, interesting thing I want to mention is that you see that the YTD means year to date. What does that mean? It means that if you had invested in that company from the beginning of the year up until now, that's how much you would have made. Now, it means that if you had invested in this liquidity fund from January to this October, your returns would have been 13.82 per annum, of course. So that's how you gauge it. And if you put 1,000 cedis inside, you can be taking note of the increment. If you come and there's an increase, you see the increase showing up here. So you don't need to do any complex math. They compute and show you the result here. It's investing in the money market, so you can see the result here. And if you need to withdraw the money, you just click this withdraw button here, and then you take your money out, right? If you need to invest, you click the invest button, you select IC liquidity, you select the method you want to use to load the money, you put in the amount, and then you click next, and then the money now gets into your account. That is the liquidity fund, which is a mutual fund. Okay, so that's for those of you who have money sitting aside, there are so many mutual funds out there, but IC has made this easy. There are a few other apps out there that you can also use. I think the Plus Invest app, the Stanbic Invest app, a lot of them. But IC Liquidity seems to make wave in these recent times. They have become very, very popular. So if you have any money that's sitting down idling and you're not doing anything with it, you can just throw it out there in a liquidity fund or in the mutual fund of your choice and at least get some benefit in no time. But then again, so that's for short term. But if you're interested in investing in the stock market, you go to the section we call the Trade Life. So I'm pulling up here. So Trade Life. So you see here, you see all the companies that are available for you to invest in right here. Okay, so all these companies have gone IPO, so they are available for you to buy shares in them on the Ghana stock market, right? So you just choose any of these companies. So all these companies you see here, it means that all these companies are available for investment. ADB, Access Bank, Anglo Gold, BOPP, Car Bank, EcoBank, FanMilk, GCB, New Gold ETF, Gold, MTN, and all that. You can literally just invest in them. And for those of us who are pretty new, you see that to the right side of the list, if you see the company, so for instance, if you see Gold, to the right of Gold, you see the amount written there, 2.45. The amount you see to the right of it is how much you need to invest in that company. I take that again. Each company has its share price. So let's say a company is like a pizza, one pizza, and they split it up in pieces. The price you see here is the price for one share in that company. But of course, those of you who are already into this investment or shares, you know that the share price does not remain the same. I take that again. The share price in a company is affected by events or sequence or things happening in life. So what you see today does not necessarily mean it will be the same thing you see tomorrow. The share price will keep changing. It keeps going up and down depending on what is happening to that company. But in essence, what you need to know, what we all need to know is that companies are designed to make profit. So companies eventually grow. Now, let me show you a quick snapshot of what the growth of companies are so that you are aware what's happening. Please feel free to interject and ask any question anytime, please. Don't wait for me to finish before you ask your question. Just stop me and ask any question. So I'll take a simple scenario. Please, Manasseh, go ahead and ask your question.
All right. So thank you. I have my tier 3 with Petra.
Okay.
It's just sitting there. Like each time it's
Yeah.
paid, it goes. Each time it's paid, it goes.
Yeah.
What possibly can I do with that money? Was it like, I don't know. Can I just
Yeah.
clear everything there and use for some of these things? What? Like, I'm open minded.
Yeah. So essentially, your your retirement benefit is actually also being invested into shares. You get my point? So then I ask people, you have given your money to SNIT for SNIT to invest in shares. And then when SNIT buy the shares, they will take their profit and give you the rest. Why are you not investing in the stock market yourself? That's a question I ask a lot of people. Why did you give your money to SNIT or to Petra, to any other company who ends up investing in the stock market for you anyway? So you can take charge yourself.
Okay.
SNIT has invested. If you look at the biggest investors in Ghana Commercial Bank, the biggest investor in Ghana Commercial Bank, one of them is SNIT. So the companies you are trusting to manage your pension for you are also investing in the shares market or in the stock market. So I always ask people, take charge and do that yourself. It just makes sense. You are in control. You know what's happening. Right. So yes, you can take any money and invest it in these things yourself. You can manage it yourself. Of course. Yeah, that's what I will advise. And I do that myself. I bought some of the shares in very, very long time ago and I still keep them. So let's look at this graph, for instance. I hope we can all see the graph. Let me show you this thing quickly. This is MTN. The graph you see represents MTN for 1 year. This is MTN over the last 1 year. Look at the beginning of the year. I'll put my cursor to the beginning. The beginning of the year. So let's say this is 1 year. So that's October last year because we are in October this year, right? In October last year, MTN was 2.15. The share price of MTN in October was 2.15. The share price right now is 4.5. Please, I hope we are getting. Please interject, ask questions, put in the comment section. I will engage. I will answer it once you put in the comment section. MTN shares, October last year was 2 cedis, 2.15, right? Right now it is what? 4.5. Look at the top right, the top corner where the green number is written. It's what? Plus 108, isn't it? Which means that over the past 1 year, MTN shares has grown by 108%. Tell me which treasury bills can give you that returns. Just tell me, let me know. What that means is that if you had 1,000 cedis, it would have almost doubled. That's the meaning. It means you would be having almost 2,000 by now. Please, does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah. So and so there's no point in, you need to take charge of some of these things yourself. I mean, you all know, like, this is just MTN. Let me just take another company again. Maybe I'll take GCB. The companies you know already, the ones you know, we know them already. This is GCB. You look at GCB. This is 1 year performance of GCB, Ghana Commercial Bank. You are banking and giving them money, but you are not benefiting in any way. Now, this is a 1 year performance of GCB. If you had invested in GCB in October, you buy one share at 6 cedis, 15 pesos, but right now it's 15 cedis. It has grown 158.83, which means that if you had invested in GCB from the beginning of the year, your money would have grown by that percentage. It's as simple as that. So why are some of us sitting down and looking at the things grow and we are not taking advantage of them? That's the question I ask. These are just 2 companies I've shown you. Let me show you a third one, SIC. You all know these companies. These companies are not hidden. You know them every day. Let me show you SIC. Look at SIC. In the beginning of the year, SIC shares were sold. And look at how much SIC shares were sold. 25 pesos. October last year, SIC shares was selling at 25 pesos. Right now, SIC is 1 CD 6 pesos. It has grown by 324%, a whooping 324% just in 1 year. Well, please, do we all get the whole context? Now, shares are designed for long-term benefits. That's the game. As for shares, it's not designed so that you invest tomorrow, the next day you are getting profit. No, you must aim at the long term. AngloGold, definitely, yes. AngloGold is one very, very stubborn company that you definitely will want to look into. AngloGold, I forgot their ticker. Come, let me find their ticker for you. Yes. So Okay, AG, Anglo Gold Ashantis, AG. I wish I can pull. I'm coming. Okay, let me pull it up from here for you. Speaker. Please, you can ask your questions in the comment sections. Don't be worried you don't know anything or stuff. No, that's why let me do AGA over the period for you, rather over 5. Oh, come on. Why is the data not coming? I'm trying to put the records for Anglo Gold for us. Please ask your question in the comment section. Please, you can ask your questions in the comment section and I'll address them for you. If you ask me how would you start investing in the stock market, it's as simple as finding a broker. And I said there are so many brokers out there, right? There are so many brokers out there that you can find. The cheapest broker I say is that download IC Wealth. That's the easiest way to get started. IC Wealth. And once you download IC Wealth, you create an account, you're already with a broker. Now the next headache is which company do you invest in? Now, how do you choose a company? It's as simple as asking yourself, the companies you know about, the companies you see, which of them do you think is doing well or will do well? It's just company being able to do well. We cannot say for a fact that we cannot agree unanimously that GCB is going to be here in the next 5 years, isn't it? We can all agree that GCB is going to be here in the next 5 years. We can all agree that MTN is going to be here for the next 5 years. We cannot agree that Guinness, we can agree to some basic things. Where is it? Good. Please, if you are following, just give me a thumbs up. Let me know that you are following. If you are following, just give me a thumbs up. And if you can hear me, thank you. Right, thank you. Yeah. So the first point you want to start from, I think everyone needs to own some shares. Let me give you a top what happened to me particularly. When my younger brother was going to school, he went to school for free. It was because my dad had bought shares 1995 from the Agava Rural Bank, simple Agava Rural Bank. There's a small bank at Dabala. My dad had bought shares in Agava Rural Bank. He bought 65 cedis. Then when we lost my dad, we didn't even know that he had shares. The dividends were coming. They kept paying to a point that he became a majority shareholder in the bank. And finally, I had a friend who was working there, told me that your dad's dividend has been coming. And one of the benefits of him being a shareholder was like, they'll sponsor your children to school for free. So that's how come my little brother got to school, through the shares that my dad has bought. Up until today, every quarter, my mom goes to Agava Rural Bank to take money. Something my dad did, and he died a very, very long time ago. I lost my dad like 2000. Before I came to Sogasco, that was 2004. But that money is still there for my mom to take care of. For us, I mean, we have figured things out, so we've left that to my mom. So imagine what stock can do for you. Just imagine once the company is there, if you think the company will outlive you, then the right way to hide your wealth is to invest in that company. We all can see companies that are doing well. We all know them. It's not difficult. We all know the companies that are doing well. You are using MTN every day. You are making money for MTN anyway. You are going every day to GCB to go and withdraw money. You are banking with EcoBank already. So what's preventing you from taking advantage? You are drinking Guinness already. So what's preventing you from investing in them? You already like their drink. Yeah.
The Dennis.
Yeah,
The Guinness part.
thing.
Every day you are buying Nido, you are buying Milo, Unilever product, you are buying their soap every time. You're already making money for them. So why don't you also benefit? Unilever is available on the stock market. You are buying fuel every day. Every day you are packing, you are going to go out to go and buy fuel. You're already making money for them. You are buying SIC insurance anyway. So why are you not investing in them as well? You trust them to buy insurance. You are buying Total, you are buying oil from Total every day. So why are you not investing in them? I am very sure that Star Oil will live to one of these days on the stock market. I am very sure. You are already banking with Cowbank. Why are you not investing in them? StanChart, they are on the stock market. StanChart is there. Please, you can.
Hello, right.
Yes, please.
So the shares, can you buy as and when you want, or it's just a one-time bought
No.
in a
Anytime
particular
you want.
company?
Yes. The stock market is available Monday to Friday every time of the day, except for
Okay.
weekend. It's available
Sure.
anytime.
Thanks.
You can go to the market. Once you have your broker set up, you just tell your broker, I want to buy this, and your broker will buy it for you. Because most of you are my classmates, let me show you something interesting. So that people will not say that me, I made money alone without telling you so.
So how often are dividends paid?
So yes, that very interesting question you are asking, Jennifer. So every company with their policy, MTN pays dividend twice a year. Are we getting it? So every company with how they pay dividend, Anglo Gold pays dividend 3 or 4 times a year. GCB pays it once a year. Cowbank has not been paying dividend in a long time. EcoBank paid once. ETI did not pay dividend this year. So you find out which company, like if you are interested in buying the shares, then now you begin to read about that company. Please, are we getting it? So every company with their policy then. So you find out which company has the policy you are looking for, then take advantage of them. So, but very, very interesting question. Let me tell you the 2 ways you can make money on the stock market. Sarah, let me tell you 2 ways you can make money on the stock market. Okay, 2 ways. Please. I know you are my classmate, that's why I'm doing this for free. So, number 1 is capital gain. Capital gain means that, you see, when MTN went IPO in 2018, you remember MTN started selling e-shares in 2018, right? We say a company went IPO the day they start selling their shares. Please, are you getting it? And when MTN went IPO, okay, they sold their shares 75 pesos. Are you listening, everyone? They sold their shares 75 pesos. 75 pesos, for God's sake. I bought 1,000 shares by then, and I paid 750 cedis. Are you getting me? Today, 1 share is what? 4 cedis, 50 pesos. So my 1,000 shares, if I sell it today, I'll get 4,500. Are you getting it? But some of us were chilling with our money those days, and we didn't buy. You see, look at my portfolio. This is just one portfolio I made. This is just one portfolio I made. Look at the first one, MTN portfolio, right? My MTN portfolio has, so for this, then I have 1,806 shares in MTN, and that portfolio has grown 99%. So if capital gain means that the time you bought the stock, you bought it at a cheaper price. And if you buy a good company and the company keeps doing well, you would benefit when the price increases. I bought it 75 pesos and I kept buying more. Let me show you the history. So you see, like Jennifer asked, Jennifer, you can see my screen, right? Yeah. So I bought the first one, I bought 1,000 shares. That was in 2018. And later I bought 228 shares. Later I bought 78 shares. Later I bought 500 shares. I get it. So I kept buying. I kept increasing it. I kept increasing. Anytime I get more money, this is not all. I have not compiled all of them yet. Anytime I get more money, I'll just buy. And I'm not selling it because I know MTN will keep rising. Is that we all getting the gist? So you can buy 10 today if you have money. You can buy 20 tomorrow. Anytime, Monday to Friday, 9 to 3 or so, the stock market is active. Please, do we all get that? So this is the Ghana stock market alone. There are about 27 companies that are actively trading on the Ghana Stock Exchange. This is just for Ghana. Imagine the whole world. And the whole world is at your disposal as well. You are not only limited to Ghana. This is just Ghana because it's easier to start with Ghana. So that's
So Bright,
yes.
would you say buying shares is more of a benefit than being a mutual fund?
Yes. For the long term, shares will perform better than mutual funds for a long term.
Okay.
Because some of the mutual funds actually invest in shares.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
If I go and read about some of the mutual funds some of us are investing in, they are being invested in these shares. They are buying
Um,
MTN shares whilst you are giving them money. That's what they are doing.
okay.
But just the mutual fund, you see, as for shares,
You
it's
can
for the long
easily
term.
access it. Yeah.
Exactly. I also have some funds in mutual fund. Of course,
Yeah.
my rent money is in mutual fund.
Yeah.
My school fees is in mutual fund. Your
Yeah.
children, my cousins, their school fees, they're all in mutual funds. But the
Mutual
one that
funds.
I don't need the money right now,
You
is in
put it
shares.
in
Yes,
shares.
in
That's good.
shares. So
All
that's
right.
the strategy you choose.
Yeah. Thanks.
Hello, me, I'm not asking questions. I will come and hold your neck. My learned colleague, please ask your question.
So,
So, guys,
Bright, this platform you are showing now, is it IC? Is this
okay,
IC that you're getting?
no, this is IC. This one was just that one was some I use something to track my stocks as well. So for you, for your sake, let me
Okay.
show you. So this is my IC. You see all the companies I have invested in, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
These are all the companies that you have invested in. Isn't that this is what we have on the platform? Hey, you're a big man.
Yeah, so yes, I've chosen a few to invest in.
Well,
Yeah.
so what's the minimum stock one can buy?
The little you can buy. So you can buy one at a time. In Ghana, you can buy one at a time. So for instance,
Okay.
if you choose Access Bank, you can buy one, which is 16 cedis, 34 pesos. That's the least you can buy.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
You can buy multiples, like you can buy 100,000, whatever you can afford. You can give it a
Okay.
shot. Whilst I was
Okay.
doing
So
whilst I was doing TikTok live, I met a guy who bought shares 92. He said Rollins was announcing by then. That's why he bought his shares, and he's still having it. GCB. The guy is stupid rich now.
wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So these are all the companies you can. I have chosen these few. For whatever I feel like these companies are good, and
Mm-hmm.
I have considered them. So you have to decide which of the companies you are comfortable with, and then you go and invest in them. Yeah.
Mm.
And
Wow.
I've sold Access Bank. I'm suspecting them these days. So I've sold all my shares though. I'm yet to remove from my stock.
How do you sell them?
So they say, so once you want to make your money, or you feel like you have made some money, you want to walk out. Let me show you. So when you create accounts and everything is done, you see the top here where you see tap here to trade. This IC Wealth, right?
Hmm.
So this is where I buy my shares. So you see buy and sell against them, right?
Oh, okay.
So if
Okay.
I want to leave this one, I'll sell it and I'll leave. I'll sell the quantity. So these are the number of shares I hold in those companies.
Okay.
Yeah. So I can sell it by just clicking sell and then I'll offload it. I mean, some of you have read business, no demand and supply. You release it to the market,
Yeah.
somebody will take it, and then you take your money. But remember, these stocks, when I bought them at a cheaper price.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you don't panic. When I bought Cowbank, I bought some Cowbank at 50 pesos. It came all the way to 30 pesos. I did not panic. I was still there. Now Cowbank has risen up now. It's 80 pesos. So if I panic and sold it, I would have lost when it went down.
Yeah.
Remember, most companies were affected during the debt restructuring. That's why when friends against some politics, I've just been laughing. They don't know what's happening. So when you are saying things, they don't get it. During the debt restructuring, most companies were affected. So as an investor for the long term, the question is, I'm investing for 10, 20 years to come. So if something is happening tomorrow, I'm not worried about it. Once the company is still there, I am fine. They will come back again. It's like everybody, we all go through troubles, right? That's normal.
Yeah.
The same for companies as well.
And I think SIC will be a good company to buy shares
Exactly.
in now,
That's
because
something I'm
now
looking
the
at right
government
now.
has directed that all
Good.
government insurances be moved to SIC. So it's
So
a good.
Jennifer, you are paying real attention to the stock market indirectly without
Yeah.
realizing that. Yeah. So
Yeah.
exactly that's what is happening. So you see that I'm just pulling up SIC's performance for you so that you can validate what you just said. So look at when it started moving up. It started rising somewhere in February. That was when
Yeah.
the new government came.
Yes.
And they
Yeah.
announced, then it started going up.
That's.
Those who
Mm-hmm.
bought the shares before that announcement are rich guys walking around now. Yes.
Wow.
The same thing
Wow.
happened to Well. When the government came and said they should revamp Tor, all of a sudden gold started rising.
Mm.
So you need to be paying attention to those general news because they affect the stock market. Exactly what happened to SIC.
Yeah.
Before, all the insurances were moved to enterprise.
Enterprise, yes, because of Oforiata.
Politics, exactly. Then
Yeah.
when they came, they reversed, then SIC started growing up again. Exactly.
Mm.
Those are good signals that you have observed. Very, very good. It's
Yeah.
the same thing is happening to CPC, cocoa processing.
Mm-hmm.
People believe that now that the board of cocoa processing has been changed, it's possible. Have you seen that the prices started rising in September?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because people are feeling that new investment is coming to cocoa board and is possibly going to affect cocoa processing on the stock market. So people have started buying their shares.
Wow. I have some money lying down in Achieve like that. I think I have to move it.
Yeah, Achieve. They have some global tech fund and euro something as well.
Yeah.
I mean, those guys are also investing in the stock market for
In
you.
stock,
So
yeah, like you mentioned.
yeah, they are investing. If you
Like
read
you
up
mentioned.
where their investment is going, it's stated there, but most of us have not taken time to read. They invest in equity. Any mutual fund that invests in equity is investing in the stock market for you.
Okay.
And of course, as a fund manager, they will charge you after investing for you. So
Yeah.
I mean, they are, if you are too scared, they are stable companies you should consider. GCB is stable, MTN is stable. There are companies that some of them are stable. If you don't want to take risk, some of us are risk takers, so we'll do like Cowbank. Cowbank is not doing too well, but we believe they will do well. In them. But a company like GCB is not today that it will. I mean, the energy
Yeah,
business,
a company like EcoBank,
they always be there.
Total.
These are strong guys, yes. These are strong
Okay.
guys. Exactly. Things like that. So you look for those strong companies and then you invest in them. And they pay dividend too. EcoBank pays dividend. So one thing is that, like you're asking me about the dividend thing, if you come to this website, I use it to look at things. And now anytime a company is going to pay dividend, because it's a public company, they will announce it. So you will hear. As an investor, you will know. So
Okay.
look at this company. Look at all the times MTN has paid dividend. See the records are here.
Yeah.
So yeah, you get to know.
So
And then
right, when it is paid, will it automatically reflect in
so
what you have? Mm-hmm.
so when you're creating your IC Securities account with your broker, you provide your bank account or your Momo. Anytime dividends are paid, it's straight into your bank account.
Oh, great.
This year I got 1,001 in dividend from MTN.
Wow. That's great.
Yes.
That's
And then your shares are still there. I hope we all know that you are
Yeah,
your
yeah.
shares are
It's still there.
there.
The principal is still there in
Exactly.
green.
Daniel Ofori, you guys know the guy who petitioned for the removal of the CJ is the biggest investor in the stock market.
Wow.
The Daniel Ofori guy. Daniel Ofori is the biggest investor in GCB.
Wow.
He got paid over 15 million Ghana cedis in dividend this year.
Yeah.
So
That's good.
I'm sure because of the debt restructuring, the
yes,
man
that's
boy
why
and
the guy versed. That's why the guy
to
versed.
remove the CG.
The guy versed.
Yeah,
All the
it
pennies
will
were-
really affect him.
Yes,
Yeah.
they were all not happy with. And so investors in the stock market will understand what happened to the debt restructuring, but
Yeah.
other politicians will be making noise when you are talking. They will not listen to you.
Yeah. Yeah.
So these are
Yeah.
these are the dividend. When they are going to pay dividend, you hear. When you're an investor, you get to know. They announce it, and then you just sit there and now do your numbers. This year, GCB paid 1 CD per dividend. So if you have 1,000 shares, you get what? 1,000 CDs. If you have 10,000 shares, you are 10,000 Ghana cedis will hit your account when they pay. Imagine you're on retirement with 10,000 shares in GCB. Cool. I don't know how we missed this. Okay, I would say I was lucky because my dad bought shares. So I always had an eye for shares. Yes, I always had an eye because of my dad. Yeah, because of my dad.
Yeah, that's good.
But most of us miss it. But please do not miss this opportunity. Buy some for your children at least, if not for you yourself. This company, MTN, is 4 CDs today, but we cannot bet that when your children become adults, it will still not be 4 CDs. You cannot bet on that. So that's clear. It's clear that it's going to grow. So please, let's take advantage of, find some time more to, if you like, you can follow my account. I post every day about some of these things and try to. So there are 27 companies that are actively trading on the Ghana Stock Exchange. So these are all the companies: Anglo Gold Ashanti, Scancom PLC is MTN, EcoBank, Total Energies, GCB, Stanchart, Access Bank, Talo Oil, Guinness Ghana, ADB, Societe Generale, Benso, Unilever, Atlantic Republic Bank, Goil, Cow Bank, and Farmer. So whilst you just see companies on the street, investors see business or shareholdings, opportunities when they are walking around. Because if these companies make profits, the investors will benefit in one way or the other. So don't be passively sitting and let the money be passing you by. To take advantage of some of these investments. I know today is not enough for you to understand everything, but it's a good start to whip your interest in knowing about this thing. Do not also think that I'm not a business student, so I can't know this. You all know I didn't read business in school.
It
So you
shocked
have no...
me, Sev.
So,
It shocked me.
yeah, don't say that you are not a business student. It doesn't add like that. You can just get it. It's demand and supply. It shouldn't be too complex.
Yeah. Yeah.
What if you want to look at the foreign options?
Oh, good question. Good question. So the broker, so I mentioned that you need a broker to invest in a particular space, right? So for Ghana, IC Securities is good. There are other brokers, but IC makes it a bit easier. So I always advise you start with IC. But there's a broker, or there's an app. It's called Bamboo. Some of you have heard of them. So I'm pulling it up. It's good to keep a balance as well, right? Good people are seeing my money. Let me know my report today. All right. So this is Bamboo, okay? And you have access to all the stocks in the US to invest in, even right from here. Okay. So these are all companies you can invest in. Like any company you can dream of: Google, Microsoft, Amazon, like just name them. You can invest right here. So the app is Bamboo. I've been using it for 6 years now. So I've been following them for a while. And so these are the companies, but just that, of course, the international stock, it's a bit more expensive for us, right? So it's because a share of Apple right now is what, $244.89, right? That's one share in Apple. Are we getting it? But the beautiful thing about the international stock market is that you can do what you call fractional investment. What that means is that if you have $10, you can buy it small. If you have $20, you can buy. You can keep buying small until you reach your goal. Please, does that make sense? So that's how you take advantage of that. So yes, you download the Bamboo. Bamboo will become your IP or your proxy and help you buy all the stocks in the US stock market. Yes. So that's how you approach the international investment scene. Of course, the good thing here is that then you take advantage of the dollar as well. So you hedge against the dollar. At the same time, you are getting some growth and dividend. This year, I think I got paid dividend in about 8 companies from the US. Coca-Cola paid, Google paid, Microsoft pays, NVIDIA paid, like plenty of them paid. So yes, you can take advantage of the US stock market as well and then do all those things. So the same process, just spend some time. Those of us who are new, spend some time and read about them. But then, like Abby said, if you're already buying MacBook, you're buying iPhones, giddy. Then what you like about iPhone, it means that they are going to be there for a while. Tomorrow you buy an iPhone. If you're one spot today, you buy it again. So all the companies are listed. Samsung, all of them, they are listed. NVIDIA, that is making wave, the AI move. Some of us are just sitting down unconcerned while the world is being transformed, and they are making millionaires every blessed day. We are sitting down and nothing is concerning us. Fine enough, maybe you want to work hard and keep working, but I don't think that's the only way. I think you need to invest at this point. Yeah.
I saw someone buying about 5 shares of Nvidia for his 1-year-old niece.
Exactly.
So
Those are the
imagine 17 years later.
yes, 17 years later. Let me show you something quickly. So
You mentioned the company. You said NVIDIA or what? Can you
NVIDIA, yeah,
say
NVIDIA. So this is this NVIDIA Corporation. You can see it, right? They are leading the AI giant. They are leading the AI giant. So these are the stocks I own in the international market. All these companies, I've invested in all of them. But you see, you are sitting down. So tomorrow when we are in Seychelles, we are chilling. Please don't complain. You were sitting. Whilst you were sitting at market, so
This is
So,
smart.
right,
This is a smart move.
meaning that, oh, sell this, okay, keep quiet, I'm having a meeting.
and
So,
the thing about it, yes, the thing about the international market is that you hedge against the dollar, right? So even if the CD is misbehaving, at least you have some safety net in the dollar as well, right? Exactly.
So they also pay the dividend, just
Plus,
like you provide your account details and all that, and they
yes,
pay
that
you.
one when they pay dividend, let me just when they pay dividend to just come to your account, straight to this account again, and you can withdraw it. So you see here, you see the first screen here, you have your wallet, right? When they pay dividend to come to your wallet, and then you can click and say transfer, and then you can transfer to your Ghana CD wallet, that's your Momo, or you can transfer to your Ghana bank account. You get it?
Right. Do you always need to take your dividends or you can reinvest it?
So the right thing to do is what we call DI, dividend reinvesting. Ideally, it makes sense to reinvest it. Unless you are broke and you need some cash, that's fine. But I have never taken my dividend physically, even in Ghana. When I get paid dividend, the next thing I do is to invest it again.
Okay.
Because if a company has paid me dividend, it means that company may be doing well, right? And I want to own more. Unless you have reached your goal, I advise that you set a target. So when you start right now, tell yourself how many shares of MTN do you want to own. If you want 1,000, you start small, right? If you have not reached your 1,000 and they pay you dividend, then reuse it to buy more so that you can get closer to your goal. But when you reach goal, when I reach my target, I'm going to chop the rest. I'm done. My children can come and continue. That's my plan. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Right. How do your children know that now that you have invested in this shares?
Yeah. So one, I am hoping to set up a trust very soon. Okay. And like the Rockefellers have done. So I'm setting up a trust, and then I'll put all the shares in the trust, and I'll tell the trust what to do when I'm no more. Then they'll carry on from there. That is one. Or you can tell them directly, but I feel like when you tell children things, they just start misbehaving. So I don't want to use that route. But of course, you can tell them, or you can even buy and hold it in custody for them. You can create accounts for them and put it in custody. So there's something we call custody account. When they are of age, then you can transfer it to them. There's something we call over-the-counter buying of shares, which means that you can literally transfer all your shares to your child's account as if OTC trade, like I'm selling this to my son or something. You can do that as well. But the best way is to create a trust where the shares are owned by the trust. So when you are not there, whoever you say is the trust should take over from. You know, the Rockefellers, they've done the same thing. And to their trust, what happens is that you cannot take money directly. There are rules to how you can take money. And when you want to grow, when you want to start a business, there's a loan the trust can give you. They have set a lot of rules. So even though the parents are long gone, their fund is still in charge and is running. But it's become an institution. So you can approach it from there, or you can also tell them. By telling them, you know, Ghana, when you tell people that, they will want you to die quickly. So you don't tell them.
Oh, Charlie.
Guys, can I ask?
Tell them if you have investment, tell your kids, or as he's saying, put them in trust or put it in your will. Because in Ghana, redeeming things you left for your kids is very, very cumbersome.
It's very hard.
I'm telling you, you can be chasing it for over 5 years, caught and all that. You'll be frustrated.
As for me, my dad was my dad was honest to tell me, only me, not the rest of my siblings, because they were not behaving well those days. So he didn't trust them. So if you trust, like you have trained your child well, I think it's good to just bring them on, let them know what you are doing as well as you go on. When it's time, it's not about and if you show them how to do it, I don't think they'll be so even envious of what you are doing. They will also be doing it. They'll be comfortable. They'll be comfortable. Please ask your questions and then we'll address them and try to. So like Abia said, own some local stock. Also try and do some international stocks as well. I've quite like, and we call something the blue chips. In the international market, if you are worried that the company, there are some companies that have become so big that America will not allow them to collapse. We call them blue chips. They have been there over 25 years. They have been paying dividends. Just look for those ones and invest in them. It's not today that Coca-Cola will collapse. Coca-Cola have been paying dividend before you were born, and they will keep paying the dividend. It's a hallmark for them. Microsoft is not going to collapse today. JP Morgan is not today, they will collapse. Like, so those things, those companies are big guys.
What of Olam in Ghana? Olam.
They have not listed here in Ghana though, but they have listed on other stock exchanges.
Oh, okay.
Listed on other stock exchanges.
So Coca-Cola is not listed here in Ghana?
No, it's only in the
US. Olam.
No, I want to know about Coca-Cola as well because I know it's on the international stock.
Yes, they are not listed in Ghana. They are not listed. Okay. Sometimes it's also policies. Sometimes when you are saying some of these people, it's policy, right? The government can come say policy-wise, if you reach an amount of money in Ghana, you are required to list. Those are policies our government can make. But you see, the people who are in party, they don't have correct people around them. So we keep suffering. That's all the point. So you see that MTN was forced to list because according to the government of Ghana rules, to start acquiring 4G, you must be listed. That is why MTN was forced to list. If not, it would have not been listed on the Ghana Stock Exchange. So it's policy that will also help some of these things. So politicians, please, when you are doing some of this, let's know how the direction you are going. If you are giving big companies our lands to cultivate, one of the clauses should be that they should list so that every citizen will have the right to own shares in them and benefit from whatever. MTN is churning out massive profit. If you look at the books of MTN, let me just show you why a lot of people keep talking about MTN. Let me just show you what they do. Those of you who are accountants or mathematics people, you know, look at MTN financials. Let's just look at revenue that MTN rakes in, revenue growth, right? Look at MTN. Just look at MTN. Look at year on year. Has MTN ever declined in revenue?
No, they were going up.
And look at this year. The year has not ended, though. The year has not ended. This is 2024. Yeah. The year has not ended yet. They have beat that last year already. So MTN is wrecking so much revenue. And to sit down and be buying data, you know the data you have been buying. That should tell you that the thing will be today go stop. So
hello, Brian.
Yes, please.
Sorry, which app is this you're using?
This particular one is called Stock Analysis. It's a website. It's called stockanalysis.com. It has all the companies traded on the various stock exchanges, and you have access to their data, and you can look at their reports.
Is it an open end?
Yeah, this one is free. It's free. Stockanalysis.com.
All right, thanks.
Stockanalysis.com. Yeah, all of you who are interested, I'm putting in the comment. It's good for you to look at every company, right? Stock analysis. I'll put it in the comments as well. So you see what MTN is doing when it comes to revenue. And so it should tell you that it's not today that MTN is going to rescind. And look at net income. If you are worried about revenue, let's look at the net income. Look at it. TTM. TTM means what? Trailing 12 months, right? Which means that we are in October, right? From October last year up until now, MTN has reckoned 6.3 billion in income. And look, even if you are not a business student, look at the bar. Look at the bar. Just look at the bar. The bar has been increasing from 2020. It's straight. 2024, 5 billion in revenue, in income, net income. That's why they keep paying dividend all the time. Are you getting it? The whole of last year, it's always making profit. So MTN is one of the solid companies. If you want to start, I'll say start from there. Please, are you getting it? Yeah. It's because MTN there, it looks like they are not running at a loss at all.
Yeah.
They are always getting profit. And that's why they keep paying dividend. The money comes in. And in all the way we all use data, it's not going to stop today. I used to use like 10 gig of data a week, but now it looks like in 2 days it's finished. So the thing will go end now.
Yeah, Brian. One thing about MTN, and now that they are segregating the Momo from cooperation, there will be some heavy CapEx investments, right? How do you foresee that affecting the group? The group growth?
MTN itself.
Yes.
Yeah. So the split, when I read the report of the split, for those who don't have enough context, MTN says they are going to separate their mobile money business from the calling business. Please, are you getting? They are separating the data and the core business from the Momo business. Now, when they separate, then let's call it the new FinCo, which is the MTN Momo, will become a separate entity on its own. Now, when that happens, of course, you look, MTN itself will lose something from that side. But they say that when they do that, they are going to move a 30% of shares on MTN to the new FinCo and hold it in custody for all those who bought shares in MTN. So a bit of the shares will move in trust to the new FinCo, and then the new FinCo will also be listed. But interestingly enough, when I look at the books of MTN this year, the first quarter, do you know what happened? The portion of MTN that made the most money was data. Data made more money than Momo. Confused, you get the whole thing.
Oh, so, yeah, it's been consistent like that. Yeah.
Exactly. So initially, they will experience some shortcomings, but I do think that for the fintech division, the bank will continue to be their competition. But for the data, I think they did some deal with Starlink recently. So Starlink is even not going to be a competition for them. So I think that regardless of how it may affect their revenue, I think they will still keep growing. The data division will keep growing for a while. Yeah. So folks, don't sit down. Casa Preco is also coming to list. Take advantage. Very soon, I think end of year or so. And if you know, there's only one beverage or brewery company on the stock market, that is Guinness. So when we have Casa Preco, we have an addition, and those who know Casa Preco, you know what they are doing. So it's a good point to start thinking about. So if you are struggling to start from MTN and go to GCB, go to StanChart, EcoBank, those strong companies, those stable companies. But those who are very good, you can look into penny companies, right? Those of you who like taking risks, you can look at those companies that are struggling, but you believe that they will come up strong. Something like CarBank. It's risky. All the books, all the records about CarBank is not too sure. It doesn't look like a strong bank, but politics there inside, so they may bounce back. You see how CarBank has been performing. Look at the beginning of the year. CarBank was 28 pesos thereabout. It was around 28 pesos. But look at where they've gotten to now. CarBank is wrecking 79 pesos right now. Yeah. Cool. Guys, any question? I hope, even if you don't know where to start from, you have been gingered to know how important shares are, at least to you young folks. But trust me, as for shares, the earlier you start, the better it is for you. Remember, if you bought MTN in 2018, you would have paid 75 pesos for one share. If somebody is starting today, they will pay 4 CD 50 pesos for the same share. Are you getting the whole thing? If you are started 2018, you would have paid 75 pesos for one. If you are starting today, you pay 4 CD 50 pesos. So someone who started earlier will need smaller money to do the same thing that you are now doing today. You pay for your lateness, sort of thing. So I would encourage all of us that you have no excuse to say I do not understand. In 10 years' time, if we meet at old school reunion or we meet at Soga school or whatever back again to chill, do not say that we have told you. We've done our best.
I beg you, on that reunion note, very soon we'll go for 20 years. Our 20 years is coming. So if we invest, let's get money.
Ghana one.
I have a Yes, question. 2028
Alright.
will be
One thing,
will
sorry,
be
Brian,
20
to
years.
add to that. To add to your point of investing early, I think honestly I'm just waiting for what's the name, Casapreco, and then the Finco MTN moment.
Yeah.
Because if they come, I will beg everybody, please invest in the first few weeks, because a lot of people will be investing and it's a very good time. Otherwise, you
Yeah.
wait and the share price will really very, very high.
Yeah.
And so we want to plead with Bright
Yes.
that you let us know when Casapreco comes
It's
on board.
listed there. Yeah. I'll definitely let you know. I'll definitely let you know. Once there's another company also getting listed. It's called Ghana Re. Ghana Re. So Jennifer, you know about them, right?
Very well.
All right. You need to give us
They're insurance.
yeah. They say they are insurance that insure the insurance company. Sort of, that's what I heard.
No, reinsurance.
Okay.
How will I explain it? So insurance is you transferring your risks
Yes.
to an insurance broker, to an insurer, sorry. So the insurance companies also do not have that high capacity
Okay.
to take care of all the risks that are coming to them. So they also give a portion of their risks to the reinsurance companies. So the reinsurance companies are usually bigger than the insurance companies.
Interesting. I read the
Do you get
document.
it?
Yeah, I read the document.
Uh-huh.
They're paying dividend to the government like consistently, and they are about coming to list on the Ghana Stock Exchange.
Yeah, so they have a lot of money.
Okay.
The insurers have a lot of money.
Yeah, so like the insurer, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
They are coming to list. I read the news today. So I'll keep you in check. As well. So a lot. I think the new government, not to be political, but the new government has made a lot of great moves, and there's vibrancy back to the stock market. So this year it's been very bullish. Like all the companies that were dormant for a long time have started declaring profits. I mean, no, ADB has declared profit, NIB has declared profit. These guys were struggling in a long term. Let me just show you something finally before we go. Look at, okay, I'm on CarBank already. Okay, let me just see. Okay. Look at CarBank financial. Look at CarBank's income. Income. Look at CarBank's income. Look at what happened to CarBank. You can see, right? 2022. Those of you who know I mean, if you don't know business, 2022 and 2023, look at where the bar went. Negative. And when is 2022? Debt restructuring, right? Domestic debt restructuring. So when we are saying things and some people are talking, I've been laughing. Negative 800 million. That's what happened to them. And then the following year, 2023, negative 600. And all of a sudden, 2024, they started rebounding back. And 2025, TTM, they started getting some signals. That is why people are buying more CarBank. I get it over here. People believe that they are bouncing back to life. Yeah. But it's still risky. If you don't have the liver, don't. But I have the liver, so.
I mean, you have plenty, so if you lose one, it's nothing for you.
So yeah, so I took some risk on them, and
Yeah.
it's rewarding. Yeah, it's rewarding now.
Charlie Bright, we really appreciate this. It's an eye opener. I'm so glad I joined.
Yeah. Please, if you still are not sure, you are lost in some way, somehow, please feel free to reach out to anyone who has like who has done some, right? I think there are a few people here. You can speak to Confidence, you can speak to Edwin, Jennifer, Abigail. Like some people have tried this before. So please do not say that you don't know where to start from. I think that would be, if you get to heaven and God meets you and say, why haven't you started? I think there won't be any excuse to say you haven't, because you knew me, you are my year mate, and if I know something, you have the right to ask me. And I'm, of course, the stock market is big. I cannot buy all the shares, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's why I don't mind telling you what I have done. So please do not sit and say you don't know. If you have any struggles, yes, I'm just a DM away, all of you. And you're always free to reach out. Reach out to Jonathan is here. Jonathan is the accounts man. So please ask the right questions, and they will be there to support you. If you still think you need a lot of information, I become a celebrity now on TikTok. So you are free to follow.
Hey.
Yeah,
Hey.
I think I have 27,000 followers now.
Wow.
Right now. So you can follow me. I'm live Monday to Friday on TikTok. 9:30 in the evening, all the way to 12 o'clock each day, Monday to Friday, and talk about how to invest. And tell me, there are a lot of people who are learning, and so
Yes, sir.
five to also benefit. So I beg, don't let this pass you by. I've recorded a session, so I will share the link once it's ready. If you want to go back to it, and or somebody needs to recall, you can always go back to it. Thank you, everyone. It was good sharing with all of you.
Yeah, Bright, we are so
Thank
grateful.
you too. Yeah, appreciate
Thank you. We are grateful.
Welcome,
Good
everyone.
night, everyone.
Good night, Jennifer. By the way, this Clementina, this not said enough. My son changed my account into his name. Yeah. So nice meeting you guys once again.
All right. Bye.
Bye.